Welcome to the online lecture series on 8051 microcontroller. In this video tutorial, we shall discuss about a very important register which is used for configuring the serial port of 8051. So that is the serial control register which is accessed by the name SCON. Okay, and this register is bit addressable. So this SCON register, it is basically an 8-bit register. It is used to program the start bit, stop bit and the data bits of data framing. So after reset, like at reset, the value is 00H and it is bit addressable. It means you can access each of the bits. Okay, you can say set bit REN. Okay, so you can access each bit. Okay, now let us start. So we will first see about SM0 and SM1 pin. Okay, so these bits are the mode selection bits. Okay, let us see the explanation of this. So we have got four modes. Okay, mode 0, mode 1, mode 2 and mode 3. If you select mode 0, okay, so your baud rate will be f divided by 12. So it will be a fixed baud rate. Okay, and if you select mode 1, it will be a 8-bit UART with variable baud rate, so you can configure your baud rate. And if you select mode 2, it will be a 9-bit UART, so the data bits are increased here. Okay, and your baud rate is fixed, it will be either f by 32 or f by 64. And if it is mode 3, it is 9-bit UART and you can have a variable baud rate. Okay, we will configure our 8051 for this baud rate. It's fixed, you need not worry. Okay, it is always mode 1. Therefore your SM0 and SM1 pins will be always 0 and 1. So this is fixed, you need not worry. Okay, next is SM2 pin. This bit is used when we have more than one processor. Okay, so that scenario is not there here. For example, if your PC is connected to more than one processor, so this bit is used for multi-processing capability. Since we are not using, it will be 0. The next pin is REN. It stands for receive enable. Okay. So if REN is 1, you can receive the data on RxD pin, and if REN is 0, so whatever the data on you receive on Rx pin, it will be disabled. You will not receive any data. Okay, so we will always make it to 1 whether they were transmitting or receiving, so that we always follow the same configuration. So if we make 1, we can receive the data on Rx pin. Then we have a pin called TB8, transmitted bit 8. This bit is used only in mode 2 and mode 3 configuration. We are not using this, we shall make it 0. Okay, then we have RB8 bit. In this, in serial mode 1, this bit gets a copy of the stop bit when an 8-bit data is received. So this is rarely used. Okay, so this bit also will make it 0. Okay, TI and RI pin, it is not in our hand. The processor sets this pin. Okay, when does it sets this pin? It is very important to understand. So by default it will be 00 only. Okay, so your SCON configuration will always be 0 into 50H. That's it. Okay, this is the only configuration we will be using for all the programs. So blindly you can configure SCON for 0 into 50H. Fine. Now let us see the functionality of TI and RI pin. Now TI stands for transmit interrupt flag. Okay. Now when the 8051 finishes the transfer of the 8-bit character. Okay, so suppose you are transmitting a character called A. So when the 8051 has transmitted the last character, okay, then it sets the TI flag to indicate that whatever the character you wanted to transmit, I have transmitted it successfully, and now I am ready to transfer the next character. Okay, so when does the controller sets this TI flag? As we have seen earlier, when you transmit a character, it is the data is framed, the character is framed, in the sense to that character a start bit and a stop bit is added. Okay, then first the start bit is transmitted, then the data is transmitted starting from the LSB. So when you start transmitting the stop bit, then this TI bit will be set, okay, to inform the processor that the character has been transmitted successfully and I am ready to transfer the next character. Okay, now once the character has been successfully transmitted, the processor sets this flag to 1. Okay, so the user, before transmitting the next character, he has to clear this flag. This bit must be cleared by the program, that is by the user. Okay, so that's the importance of the transmit interrupt flag. RE stands for receive interrupt flag. So when your 8051 receives data serially from the PC via the RxD pin, okay, first the data is the character is deframed, in the sense the start bit and the stop bits are removed, and whatever the data you get, that will be placed in the SBUF register. Okay, so as soon as the data is placed in the SBUF register, so the processor sets the flag to 1 to indicate that a byte has been received. So as soon as a byte has been received, it is the job of the user, the programmer, to read the data before the next character comes. Okay, so what you can do is, as soon as you receive the character, okay, you disable the reception of the character. How will you disable? So when a character has been read, you make REN is equal to 0. Okay, then you read the data from SBUF. So after successfully reading, you again enable the REN pin. Okay, you understand what I am saying? Okay, for example, see, if your PC, it is transmitting the characters A and B. Okay, now first it will transmit A. Okay, so before so when it transmits the character A, that character will be in SBUF register. Okay, so if you don't read this character, okay, then it will again send the next character B, and that will replace your previous character A. So before the next character comes, you should first read the character A. Okay, so that you can do by disabling the REN pin. Okay, so once you have read the character, you have to make RI flag to be 0. So when will be this RI flag set? It will be set halfway through the stop bit. Okay, so these two pins are very important, which inform the processor about the transmission and reception of the data. Okay, so with this all basics of 8051, in the next video lectures we shall start programming 8051 serial port. Thank you.